Hi guys, welcome to my assignment 4. So right off the bat, for our question 1, we are creating our first child, we're checking for errors in the creation, we're printing our information, and we're exiting with our code, or with our status 5. We are then creating our second child, checking for errors, printing our information, and exiting with our code 0. And then for our parent process, we are waiting for our second child. We are printing our appropriate information, and we are also printing our exit status, which should be 0 if I didn't mess anything up. So first child created, second child created, 894, parent waited for 894 successfully, and then 687, this is our parent process, never mind, or 892 was orphaned, and our exit status is 0. And then for our second program, we are creating a handler for a control C. We are then installing our handler, and we are also using our signal ignore to ignore our signal stop, our control Z. We're creating our child, we're checking for error, and then our child process is using our exec function to run our do nothing program. And our parent process is then waiting for our child to finish. It is assigning this signal interrupt back to its default. It is sleeping for 3 seconds. It is doing a control Z test here to still check that control Z is ignored. It is then doing our control C test to check whether or not that it has returned to its default. And if it hasn't, we're going to have to wait 100 seconds. So it runs our do nothing program. Our control Z has been ignored. When we hit control C, it triggers our handler and it prints our message. It then does our control Z test. And then we have our control C. And I also forgot to run my script, so we'll just do that again. Ignores. Okay. All right, and then for our third one, this is our alarm. So we have our alarm handler, which just prints our ding. And then so we're using our command line arguments. We're checking to see that the appropriate amount of arguments have been provided. We're then installing our handler. And then we're reading our seconds from the input, creating our child, checking for errors, and we're sleeping for an appropriate amount of seconds. And then we are sending our signal alarm to our parent process. And we are exiting with our 0 code. Then our parent process will print off some information and it'll wait for the child to finish. So we'll do our 5 seconds. Perfect. And then for our fourth program, so we enter into our infinite while loop. And basically, we're interested in our signal interrupt, which is our control C, and then our signal quit, which is our control kind of like dash. And basically, depending on what input we have, we're assigning our handler to this, and we are printing out our number. So if it is our signal interrupt, it should be number 2, and then our signal quit should be number 3. So we have our control C, which prints out our number 2, and our control backspace, which prints out number 3. Okay, thank you so much.